Here, try it again. I'm just gonna apologize right now because my gimbal stopped working, so I'm gonna have to send it back and get a new one or ask for a replacement, whatever the situation is. So the video could be shaky again, but just bear with me. But in the end, you're gonna get the idea of what's going on, okay? What's going on, YouTube? All right, I'm gonna be showing you guys how I ceramic coat my wheels. So I'm actually doing a full detail on the wheels themselves. So that's why I haven't installed them. And then my plan is to do a full detail on the car. I'm not sure if you can see the filth, but I went on a cruise, and since the cruise I've been working nonstop, so I haven't been able to clean the car. This car is actually being used. It's not a garage queen, although it does get a garage spot on the daily. But yeah, it's daily driven. It's not just sitting here, it's not just gathering dust, but it is gathering dirt. I'm gonna clean it up, and I'm gonna show you guys how perfect I can get this paint, even though it looks right now like a mess. This is the beginning of the cleaning process. Just let the spray kind of do its thing so I could do less work. And then right after the spray is done, maybe for a minute sitting, spray it right down. And then comes the hand wash portion with soap and water. And then once that's dried off, then we can do the remaining parts of the steps. After I use the wheel cleaner, I wash it with soap and water. Then I dry it, and then I have to use the coating prep, which I use right here, and that's with Adam's coating prep. So I use that prior to applying Sea Quartz Deluxe, which I love using on my wheels. It's easy to apply, it doesn't take science to apply it, and anyone can do it. Once I put that on, I actually let it flash for a minute, and then I wipe it off with another towel, and that towel is going to be a throwaway towel, which is that green one. So this orange one applies the Sea Quartz, and then the green one takes it right off. This is a wheel that is has had one coat applied. As you can see, it's very shiny. I'm just letting it dry. It looks pretty damn perfect. I'm gonna apply probably one more coat because I'm crazy. Some people do 4 or 6. I'll be honest, it's my laziness kicking in. After 1, I'm already getting a little frustrated. After 2, I don't want to talk about it. But if I do 2 on this, I have to do 2 on that, and then I have to do 2 on the other ones that are wrapped up over there. So it's not an easy task. It does take a lot of time, and factoring that I'm trying to do a detail on this car, it's not going to be easy. All right, this is the coating prep. You probably don't need to spray that much, but I just spray it so I know I'm getting every single inch. Wipe it completely dry, and I know then the surface is ready for the coating, and then to wipe off the coating, and then just wait. It's kind of hard to get it captured in the camera, but you can see like a little haze. That's when you know the flashing process is almost complete. So you want to do it just about a minute, depends on the temperature. Right now with the ambient temperature, I think 1 minute is more than enough. And we could wipe it off as soon as it's done. So parts of it are already flashing, just waiting for the rest. All right, guys, the rears are finished, looking shiny. Yep, and then it's time to pull out the fronts. My fingers are already cramping, but it's got to be done. All right, just to keep you guys up on the progress, I got 3 wheels done, 1 more to go, and then the major project. I just wanted to get the wheels out of the way so I can completely focus on the car. But I cannot wait to see the finished product. So far the wheels already look pretty wild. And this is not even in direct sunlight. This is just a low light situation. Look at that shot. Yeah. Okay. You guys see my face. Alright guys, so the wheels are finally stored, and now I'm going to focus on cleaning the car because this thing is filthy. Let's just do it once around. Actually, you know what? We'll do the once round after I pull it out. All right, let's see how bad this car needs a wash and a detail. You can see all the grime. My side skirts look filthy. Everything looks filthy. This is where the most amount of dirt is right here. You can just tell it's filthy, especially because I'm downpipe, catless downpipe, so you can tell my license plate. I just got it last year, and it's not white anymore. That was pure white. This, I don't know, somewhere on the cruise, we drove through something. Anyway, it's coming up. I'm not too worried. So as you guys will see from my maintenance wash video, I always hit the wheels first. So I'm letting the spray do the work first. So I'll do that on all four corners and along with the brake calipers. So I'll clean the brake calipers, the wheels. You can already see it's starting to brown because it's getting all the gunk off. And then I'll also hit the fender liners as well, the borders around. So I'll clean that up, and then once I'm done, I'll put all that away. The wheels are done. I could probably do the swap for the wheels later, but we'll get to that later. And then once all the wheels are clean and done and I can put my OEMs away, man, these OEMs look good. Sometimes you wonder why you change a gad. Damn. All right. Anyway, so once we do that, then we can start the decontamination process. We'll do the iron remover. After the iron remover, we are going to do, what else is after the iron remover? Oh yeah, then we have to do the clay bar. So that's where we basically decontaminate the car, get all the road grime and everything off the car. Once that's done, then we might have to do a light quick wash, dry the car, and then I can start straight into the correcting, polishing, and then sealing, probably with the buttery wax this time. I'm not looking to coat it at this current moment. My paint is pretty flawless, and I don't know, I don't really want to mess with glass coatings on my paint per se, but I'll do it on my wheels. Just think the way I detail and the way I maintain the car that I don't really need to do that extra step. I understand it makes it easier, but it's just the path I chose. A lot of people clear browed the car. I did that to one of my cars, and unfortunately the part that was clear browed, the whole front clip, it was actually a different shade after about a few years when I actually removed it. So I just don't mess with that stuff anymore. I keep it au naturel. I just maintain the paint the best I can. And guess what? If all else fails, I can bring it to A&L or IND, the shop for them, and I can just get it repaired. And honestly, it's not a big deal. And it'll be a lot less cheaper than wrapping or ceramic coating the car by a professional. So I just keep it clean on my own, do the best I can, learn things along the way, watch a bunch of DIY videos, and then try to share it with you guys so that way you guys can do it with your car too. Because really, they make it seem impossible, but it's really not that hard. I mean, you could at least get it to 90% clarity, maybe 95, but the extra after that, maybe it does take an artist's hand. Maybe it does take years of practice, I understand. But for most of the majority of the blemishes that you have on the car, you could definitely remove it on your own. Not to discredit detailers at all, but just to say that, you know, sometimes you don't have to always think that a professional is needed, and sometimes you can be the professional. All right, enough of the spiel, let's go. So as far as pressure washers, I just use a Ryobi. It's electric, it's quiet, it does the job. I'm sure gas is stronger, but I don't really think I need it. What I'm gonna use is the iron remover. I'm gonna spray that on the majority of the car, actually, just let it kind of sit, work, do its thing. In the meantime, I'm gonna clean and wash the wheels. I just use my Meguiar's soap for the wheels. Not to say anything bad about Meguiar's, but I use the Meguiar's for the wheels, and then I use the car shampoo from Adams, and I use that on the body of the car. And then I'll use the Chemical Guys, I'll show you guys that later, the Chemical Guys snow foam. It's the ultra foam, and that's what gets the party started for the foam. And I'll slowly just start to tell you all the brands, labels, and I'll tell you guys the things in the description as well, but I'm slowly trying to tell you everything, but I'm also trying to beat the clock because there's a meet tomorrow, and it's called M Madness. I decided to undertake this crazy project, and I'm getting tired already, but I'm gonna keep going. And I promised myself I promised myself I would finish this project. So wheels are done. I'm feeling kind of good about that. Now I just got to move on to the car. I got to stop talking and I got to actually start moving. All right, so I'll try to keep you guys posted the best I can. Video might be choppy, but guess what? You guys are gonna get the idea and you guys will see the end product and you guys will be impressed. And if you're not, I'll be impressed. So that's good enough for me. All right, enjoy. Guys, so I went around the whole car and sprayed the iron remover. You could already see it start to work, but I'm gonna let it sit for a little bit. It really needs to work in that right corner. But if there's one thing I could tell you about Adam's products, even if it doesn't work, that shit smells good. I'm gonna look like an Adams fanboy, but I just bought a bunch of their, mystery boxes, kits. I like their products. Not every single one is perfect, but majority of them are actually really good. Honestly, I feel like a lot of these companies are very similar, if not the same. I'm not gonna start a war, but Adams is great. Chemical Guys is great. Who else? McGuire's is great. There's a whole list of people that I still use and that I still promote, and I don't think there's anything that's gonna really become a game changer. They're all really damn good. Bead Maker, I'm still sticking by. I love it, but I'm sure there's better stuff than that. Damn, take a look at the car look. Back on topic. This is what I'm going to use, the Visco Clay from Adams. Use the detail spray to lubricate and to lubricate the Visco Clay and to lubricate the car. That way you don't make it worse than it already is. So I'm just finishing up the last two wheels, almost done. I honestly don't even want to touch wheels again. So the last thing is, let's clean the wheels and then let's do the clay bar, and then I can bring the car in. And then honestly, we're gonna be in here for the rest of the video. All right, this is the stuff that I found is very affordable and it gives you insane foaming. And I'm not trying to promote to eat this, but this stuff smells delicious. I mean, I know it's watermelon, but my God. I'm not gonna give it a taste, but shit, a kid might. I literally just filled this maybe a quarter of the way, like right up to the dots. Maybe that's too much. Actually, no, sorry, half the way. Maybe a little bit more, 3/4 of the way, Jesus. And then I add really warm water, give it a little shake, and then I connect it to the foam gun, and then I go to town. So from the first rinse with water and then the first pass with the iron remover, I got a good amount of the surface gunk out. The paint actually feels semi-smooth, but the only issue is there is still deep down dirt. Like if I bring you closer, I didn't get that off. But again, remember, I just sprayed water and I just sprayed the iron remover. And this is still the true testament of time. Still here, I'm gonna get you and the rest of the car. So it's not clean, obviously, but I got the surface pretty clean. And now what's gonna happen is I'm gonna give it a wash. I'm probably gonna introduce some swirls, but hey, guess what? The next part of the project is taking it all out. So first I'm gonna wash it with some soap. I got a bucket right here. I got the one with soap and the grit guard. I got the one with just water. I'm not sure why that looks like it has soap in it. Anyway, so I put it in there, wipe it on the car, flip the side, wipe it on the car, dip it in the water, then dip it in there. Got new soap, sponge is clean, repeat the process. Now, once that's done, I'm gonna wash the car with the pressure washer, and then I'm gonna leave it wet, because now the next start of the process, I'm gonna use the detail spray that's got knocked down, that Visco clay, and I'm gonna go to town and clay the hell out of the car. Who doesn't like a little foam action? Guys, everybody's gonna say all pressure washers, foam cannons are the same, but this MTM is a business, plus the 1.1 orifice. I'm sure if you change that on the eBay ones, it'll be just as good, but honestly, this all-in-one kit does the job. It's perfect, covers the car flawlessly, lets that dirt just get to the ground. And then after this, I can hit it with the mitt, wash it off, and then start claying it. But take a look at that foam. Oh, I can't even tell what color the damn car is. All right, looks like I got majority of it off, but still these stuck on areas are kind of ridiculous if you look. It does come off with a little light nailing, but obviously I'm not going to go through and nail everything because I'm going to clay bar the car anyway, but I got a bulk of it off. But look at this, I'm going to get all that off, I guarantee it. Now it's just time to clay, so I'm going to spray detail spray and just start going to work. So it's spray, 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 spray on the clay. Just start wiping in a crosshatch pattern, at least that's what I've been seeing online, and make my way all the way around the car until the car is pretty much spotless and smooth. Then, and only then, can I pull out my orbital and go from there. All right, time to go to work. Just one pass off the fender, you can see how much dirt it's picking up, so clay bar is definitely important. All right, guys, this is not a different day. This is the same day. I had to go to the store, I had to get some bug and tar remover because that stuff was stuck on. Finally got it all off. I clayed majority of the car, the whole rear, this whole side, the front, and then this fender. So I just got part of that front door, the rear, and then probably gonna hit that rear part of the bumper, the quarter panel. Did the roof, did the mirrors. This car is coming along, finally, but look at what time it is. Yeah, it's not the same time. So now next up, I'm gonna give it another quick wash, and after the wash, I can start drying it up and then getting it ready for the polish, finally. And maybe install the wheels, because I need some type of motivation. Let's go look at those wheels. Whoa. Tell me it's not shiny. Yeah, that's in a low light situation. All right, guys, this is going to be the third time I'm gonna wash the car. I don't know, maybe fourth time. I have no idea. I've been really trying hard to get all the gunk off before I polish, because the last thing I want to do is just make it worse. So finally I got the paint where I want it. Now I'm gonna wash it one more time. Then I'm gonna bring it in, close the damn garage. Maybe for some motivation, I'm gonna put these wheels on just to feel like something's happening. And then I'll go back, polish, apply a wax, and call it a night. Or it'll probably be day, but anyway, just stay with me. Alright guys, this is day 2. As you can see, all the road grime and gunk is officially off. The car is super smooth, super buttery. Now all I gotta do is use the pad conditioner. We're gonna use this cutting pad using the Torque X model. This one right here. Got my extension cord plugged up over there, and then we have a few options as far as what we're gonna use. First, we're gonna hit it with the correcting polish. Then we'll hit it with the finishing polish, and then we'll hit it with the buttery wax. Again, I'm not an Adams only kind of guy. I just so happened to buy a bunch of mystery boxes, and I got a bunch of cool shit, so I'm gonna use it. But I'm gonna try different products just to see what I like, and definitely I like to pick and choose from different companies as far as some products they just do better than others. So let's get this thing started because I have work tomorrow and I have to get this done, so no messing around. I already went through, I clayed everything, and now it's the next day, so it's 3 days deep. And I already finished the full front. As you can see, very, very shiny. I just have to put a coating on it. So the mirrors, the front door, the front fenders, the hood, front bumper, same thing on the other side is all done. This has the hood, all this trim is beautiful. Beautiful. It's all done. This back door, I just have to wipe, so I just have the polish in here. If you take a look, it's about to shine. guys, this takes forever. If anyone says it's easy work, it's a lie. You definitely save money, but it's all dependent on how much your time is worth. If it's worth it to you, then you do it. If it's not, you pay someone to do it. Honestly, because I only do it once a year, I'd probably do it again. But just looking at the second car over there and thinking about detailing it makes my head hurt. So I'm not gonna take like one car at a time. Now this whole side is pretty much done except for this rear quarter, then the whole back bumper, and then just the front door, back door, and the fender. So I'll show you guys one pass and you'll get the idea for the rest. So now we're going to take care of this rear fender. See 4 little dime size slots. And then the area that you are going to polish, they recommend just dabbing it. You're not going to hurt the paint by doing this, especially newer paint. I'm sure someone's going to watch and say, what are you doing? This is fine. I've seen many videos, more expensive cars, and they made it unscathed. Alright. So once that's on, we spray a little pet conditioner. That just makes sure you don't have any areas of high friction because you don't want to burn the paint. But that's the main reason why you get this type of orbital. Because it won't cause that type of burning, and it's almost dummy proof because the more pressure you apply, the less it's gonna work for you, so it's actually smarter to work less harder. Okay, so you put it at half speed, and at half speed you literally just work in the wax into the paint, but you're not doing the actual polishing portion. You're just getting the polish onto the car. Now once you get it on speed 3, you move it up to speed 6, at least for this unit, which is the Torque X. And then you move it to 6, you make your crosshatch pattern. And then after that's done, if you're satisfied with the results, you can just wipe it off. Are you happy with those results? What do you think? Alright. She's doing a few words. Hello?
I'm gonna get cracked.
Oh yeah, don't get cracked. Thank you. Alright guys, the last piece of the puzzle, I decided to give CMX ceramic spray coating a try. I'll be honest, this is the first time I'm trying it, but so far, I mean, I love it. I'm not gonna lie, first day, honestly, any spray is gonna look good and get the job done, but it's the quality after a week, 2 weeks, a month. That's when we'll see if this is actual spray coating of ceramic or if it's just like a detail spray. Seems a little bit more robust, but only time will tell. But I'll keep you guys posted. But the car is looking phenomenal. I'm talking about no blemishes, zero. Like, I call it professional, but you know, it's because I did it. So it's not really professional. Look, you can see my goofy ass. Look at this. It wasn't even that clean when I got the car. I'm really happy with the results. Unfortunately, Illinois, crappy weather. It'll probably rain on it tomorrow. Just kidding, I'm gonna let it cure for one day, but seriously, it's probably gonna rain the whole week, so it's gonna get wet, unfortunately. I wish I could enjoy it for like at least a few days, but such is life. And on the other car, there's a little bit more lighting and also a little bit more noise, but look, my plate is actually white again. My rear bumper is actually blue again. So it's ready for another couple thousand miles of straight catless downpipe all over the car. But you know what? It was worth it, man. Look at the shine. Look at that paint correction. Perfection. This is quick right before work, so I don't have time to do a thorough walk around, but at least you gotta see it while it's fully clean because it'll probably rain today.